Well, 1H pylori infection later, and welcome back to the show, everybody. I'm back in somewhat decent facilities and decent abilities, I guess you could say. Still not 100, but, well, at this point in my life, I think it's just the way of life now. So, yeah, on with the show. Today is a very simple topic. I have some gameplay in the background while I'm going to commentate this. Essentially, it's going to be about me uninstalling Modern Warfare and my disdain for the new Modern Warfare and where the series is headed as a general game. I've been a fan of Call of Duty for a while. Originally, I wasn't a PS4 player. I was more of a Nintendo Wii player. As some of you may know, if you've been following me for that long, I'd probably only like one of you or two of you. So, yeah, hooray for me, my loyal fan base. Started off with the Wii. And shout out to the Wii community. There's a great documentary that just launched. I'll be leaving a link in the description or in the end card. And Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops. That's what I played primarily. More Modern Warfare 3 than anything. Conduit 2, GoldenEye. Essentially all the big hitters on the Wii. After that, Wii U, Black Ops 2, Call of Duty Ghosts, and now on PS4. World War II, Modern Warfare Remastered, which was a whole problem in itself. MWR, Modern Warfare Reflex, and MWR Remastered. So, yeah, that kind of effed up the Google search terms a bit. And Call of Duty World War II, and I'm gonna get back to that one in a second. And well, of course, the new Modern Warfare, and the Black Ops games on the PS4, which I didn't really enjoy, to be frank with you, but I did enjoy BO4 more than I did Modern Warfare 2019. And yeah, so going by the name of the video, I did uninstall Modern Warfare 2019. Now you're probably wondering yourself, asking yourself why you've been at the very peak of the series. Modern Warfare has some of the best gameplay right now. I mean, not gameplay. Graphically, it's the best it's ever looked like before. I think this is the first time I can, say that it does look on par with a Battlefield game. That was one of the biggest challenges for Call of Duty was the graphics department, in my opinion, was kind of lacking a lot. And always, I think Battlefield had an edge with the Frostbite engine powering that game franchise. And I think the Battlefield games look gorgeous, but Battlefield 5 was just not doing it for me, a little bit eh. And I think going back to Call of Duty, because this is a Call of Duty video, the graphics engine in this really, really nice. I really enjoy the graphical fidelity of this game. The sounds are very, very top-notch. Maybe we can add a little meme there for the top-notchness of the sound design in the game. Very great stuff. Great physics also. But even with all that, I just don't like the game. I just don't feel like it's Call of Duty anymore. I feel like it's a game that was made to resemble Call of Duty, marketed as Call of Duty, but not Call of Duty in its core. And this is a problem that I would harken back to when people were making the point against Advanced Warfare with the whole jetpack issue. Call of Duty, you guys ask for change, you get it, you don't like it. Oh, Call of Duty is always the same, blah, blah, blah. It's a valid argument, when there is change implemented into a Call of Duty game, a lot of people don't like it. I'm one of those people included. Jetpacks, not really a big fan of those. I really didn't see it as a great addition to it. If anything, I just added another axis of complete bullshit to the movement system. And with Modern Warfare, I just don't like the maps at all. There's just too many damn doors everywhere. You open them, closing them. I know it sounds like a little thing, but go back to any other Call of Duty game, the amount of doors was not that big, and it really affects the gameplay flow. And when it comes to other aspects, like you get shot from everywhere in this game, it's ridiculous. It's everywhere. It's dumb. It's really dumb. Like you go past a corner, you're gonna get shot up. There's just so many angles of attack. It's ridiculous, man. And that's also another thing that turned me off from playing Modern Warfare now was just you just get killed from everywhere. And the movement system too. That's another thing I want to get through. I like my Call of Duties snappy and responsive. This Call of Duty, not like that. I call it a mixture of Battlefield 3 and Rainbow Six had a one night stand. They had sex with each other, and the newborn child is Call of Duty Modern Warfare when it comes to control schemes. Doesn't feel exact and tight in my opinion. Feels floaty to me. There's always kind of a little delay between you pressing the button and the actual animation going on. I guess that's for my quote-unquote realism, but this is a Call of Duty game. We're not expecting We're not expecting top-notch realism. And this is kind of the stuff I'm expecting from like a Battlefield game or a Rainbow Six type of deal, right? And for those games, it works fine, even though I don't like that type of control scheme. I accept it for what those games are. For Call of Duty, though, it's never been like that. It's always been more of a snappy feeling. And to get this pseudo, realistic movement system that they have, not really a big fan of it, and really turned me off from playing the game. Now, let's talk about multiplayer modes. Multiplayer modes, I think that's always been fine, for Call of Duty, but like I brought up earlier, you get shot up from every angle, and it's a lot more different now than other previous Call of Duties. I do like the new customization system, though, so I try to emulate that for the next Call of Duty, I guess. Another negative thing, I think, is the survival mode, and it's really shitty. It's really shitty compared to the Modern Warfare 3 survival mode, if you guys have ever played that. That thing was amazing. It had a lot more heart than this fucking tacked on afterthought does. This one is just garbage in my opinion. Not really good. I remember one specific complaint I had when I was playing the survival mode was the amount of time you actually get between waves to actually get your shit done in the regard of buying ammo, buying upgrades, or buying new weapons is very, very limited. You don't get a lot of time, and it seems kind of cheap, especially if you're like halfway across the map, and these are some big maps in this game. You get like 25 seconds. You spend 15 seconds trying to get to the damn thing, and then you got the rest of the other seconds to get in the menu. That's like another 1 second delay, and then boom, boom, boom. You're barely left with any time to get what you need. You gotta know where your item is, what item you want. Like, hey, you gotta know the Desert Eagle is number 2 on the slot, and you need to do that. If you don't, oh well, you gotta wait next round, I guess. Yeah, it just wasn't fun, and from what I heard too, and from what I experienced, it wasn't really balanced when it came to doing solo mode either. It was just ridiculously hard. Wasn't really well developed in my opinion. It was really shitty. It was an afterthought. They did have some other type of Spec Ops thing going on where I played it with a couple other people, but wasn't really that impressed. It was like a continuation of the online campaign. Of the campaign mode. I remember you were like at a stadium or something. Oh, you gotta get rid of the signal jammers or whatever. Blah blah blah. Bunch of bullshit, a bunch of endless waves. Not really fun in my opinion. But if you're into that, well, I guess Infinity Ward has successfully brainwashed you. Congratulations. And the big one, the Warzone mode, the Battle Royale mode, so to say. Black Ops 4, I wasn't really a huge fan of it. I think it was just a Battle Royales are trendy, let's make a Battle Royale. And I still stick with that statement when it comes to Modern Warfare. The new Warzone maps, it's big, cool. I think it's awesome if you're into that type of stuff, but there's just so many points where I got into gunfights where I got first shot off and I ended up dying a lot of times. Now, whether that's my skill, that could be, probably is, but I also think it's part due to the network, the type of networking they got going on, the data they're using. I don't know how to say it exactly, but the way the game's programmed, in my opinion, I think there's some bullshit going on there. Classic Call of Duty Online Connection bullshit going on, bullets going around corners, shit like that. Lag detection, the good old shit. I think there's some funky stuff happening when it comes to connection side of things in the Battle Royale mode. Not really my cup of tea, never really enjoyed it, to be frank with you. But I do know a lot of people play it, a lot of people like it, and I know a lot of new players too are specifically just playing that. They don't really play the online aspect when it comes to typical multiplayer modes like Team Deathmatch, Domination, the SND, stuff like that. And if Call of Duty is getting a new fan base, well then good for them, because obviously the old guard is not really going to stand for this new bullshit. I'm probably never going to buy a Call of Duty game again. I bought this one, was pretty hyped for it. I really liked the beta that happened, but the more I played it, I started to realize, wow, I really don't like this game. I don't like it at all. It is fun to play with the guns. You got your Scar, you got your AK-47, which was my favorite weapon, because Viva la Kalashnikov. Suck at AR-15 fanboys. A lot of new customization there that wasn't available in other Call of Duty games, and you were able to change your class during a match, which was something that was sorely needed in a Call of Duty game. I think Battlefield has been doing it since Battlefield 3, and Call of Duty has barely been doing it since Modern Warfare 2019. So, yeah, there was some good changes, but overall, I think as a whole, I'm disappointed with the game. I really don't have the same infatuation that I did with it during the earlier years of my life, like Black Ops 2. Black Ops 2 held up a lot of my life right there. A lot of days spent playing that damn game. It was a great game. And this game, not so much. I think the map's too big, in my opinion, for what a Call of Duty game is, essentially. This is trying to be like a Battlefield clone in some aspects, while still trying to retain its heritage as a Call of Duty CQC shooter, which it doesn't do. It doesn't balance it out right. Even with these maps that are being brought back from the older Call of Duty games, the magic isn't there anymore. It's just tacked on. It doesn't feel right, but it does make the game a little bit more bearable since you do have some of these classic OG maps. Now, campaign-wise, I want to say it was a really great campaign. It was a balls to the walls, fantastic campaign. It was decent, don't get me wrong, but I really didn't feel the same connection I did to these characters as I did as Mason, Woods, the original characters from the Modern Warfare series, Price, the original guy, Soap, Roach, Ghost, General Shepard, stuff like that. I don't really see it anymore with these new guys, and it's not a terrible campaign, but it's not a campaign you're going to be playing more than once or twice, for the trophies, right? If you don't play it on Hardened, well, suck some shit, dude. You got to go play it again if you want to get those trophies. But yeah. And another point I want to make is this is also one of the biggest reasons why I got rid of the damn game. The file update sizes were ridiculous for this game. It's like 80 gigabytes for a damn update. Like, what the hell is that shit? Like, come on, Infinity Ward. Like, do you guys not know of compression? Do you not know about that? Like, Nintendo can fit a whole damn game on like 8 gigabytes, right? You guys need 80 gigabytes for a damn patch. It's fucking ridiculous. And this is just going to be a problem, going into next gen. Also, that's why I'm not really hyped for next gen either. Devs are getting fucking lazy, and devs are doing this shit on purpose, I bet you, because it's a theory that's being slung around on the interwebs, I guess, is that Infinity Ward purposely has these updates to be like 80 gigabytes, 60 gigabytes, 30 gigabytes, shit like that, in order for their game to be the only game on your hard drive, because oh, I don't have enough room for this update, I better go delete something. And for you smartasses, oh, just buy an extended hard drive, blah, 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 blah. Why should I have to go buy another hard drive? Because Infinity Ward doesn't know how to optimize their shit. That doesn't make any sense. You're just making excuses for the developer now. And a lot of people have been getting pissed off with Infinity Ward because of that bullshit, me included. And that was one of the biggest reasons why I deleted it off my hard drive. And that was on my external hard drive too, on my 2 terabyte external hard drive, which by today's standards, probably a little low on storage. I probably should get a 4 terabyte one, but yeah, it's fucking ridiculous. Big file sizes, man. Big file sizes. But yeah, overall, Modern Warfare to me, 3 out of 5. It's okay. I'll play it, but if there's something else I can play, I'll play that instead. And what really let me down was the survival mode. I was really looking forward to that, being a hardcore MW3 survival fan. C-Town, shout out to my boys. But yeah, it's god awful terrible in the new fucking Call of Duty. Really, really shitty. I don't really like it at all. And campaign, whatever. Reimagining of the Modern Warfare characters. Good for them, I guess. Multiplayer, you get shot from everywhere. Not really my cup of tea. The maps kind of suck ass in my opinion overall in everything. There's just so many ways to get killed in that damn game. If you go positive in a Call of Duty Modern Warfare match, I congratulate you. I honestly do, because there's just so many fucking ways to die in this game. And from that, I don't necessarily mean kill streaks or weapons. I mean angles of attack where you're gonna get fucking obliterated from like the place you least expect. And what else? Yeah, I mean, going back to what I said earlier, World War II. I got it. It was free on the PSN thingy, Games of the Month. I had a hell of a lot more fun on that game than I ever did on Modern Warfare. That's for sure. Campaign, I think, was fucking amazing. 10 out of 10. World War II nostalgia maybe hitting me. I don't know. Great campaign, though. I really liked it. A lot more. You care about the guys more in this, especially at the very end where you got to go rescue your buddy from the concentration camp, and he's on the verge of death, and like you do this like slow motion survival shooting shot, and it harkens back to like when you let down your brother and he died of a wolf attack. Really good shit. I really like that. And multiplayer, I like it. It's the nice, snappy, zippy Call of Duty feel that I enjoy in my life. And I haven't looked back for Modern Warfare ever since. And I think a lot of the newer players won't agree with me on this. I know a lot of people love Modern Warfare. They love the Warzone, which is fine. You're allowed to love it. I ain't saying you're not, but... And I think a lot of people, too, just don't see the point in it anymore. Kind of a drawn-out thing, kind of dead. And WW2, for me, a lot more fun, a lot more fast-paced. Not these gigantic bullshit maps with, like, 70 different angles of attack. And the doors, man, the doors. You got doors, but they're not, everywhere. And they're not open, close, open, close. Anyways, everybody, are you still playing Modern Warfare? Or is there not enough gigabytes in your storage? You gotta make some room for it. You're gonna delete BF4, huh? You're gonna delete some BF5, some BF1? Let me know in the comment section down below. As always, take care, take it easy, and be careful, man. The virus is still out there, so take it easy, guys. Take it easy.